Alright, so I have sectioned my hair off in 4 quadrants. So split down center, split across, and then in each quadrant it has 3 sections. So I have 12 sections total. So the first step of doing all this is obviously going to re-moisturizing and blow drying my hair. So I'm gonna pin all those other sections up. I'm gonna start the bottom section first. As usual, start with water, put a little bit of leave-in on there, and then we will also put some heat protectant on the ends. Now, every time that I have done this process, I've never done it on freshly washed hair. It's always hair that's been about a week or 2 old, so it still has some product on it, even though my hair feels dry as all get out. And I also don't want my hair to be soaking wet. I want there to be enough water to where I can kind of just get through my hair and to maybe lock a little bit of it in with the leave-in conditioners. And then I am gonna use my Flora and Curl. These have been my favorite products, and these have been the exact same products that I've used the last 2 times that I've done that. So use a little bit of detangling lotion, especially on my roots. Then we'll use a little bit of their lotion. So I've used 2 squirts of the detangling lotion. Because my hair already has some product and we don't want to like weigh my hair down a whole ton, I'm just putting like 1 or 2 squirts on each section, and then 2 pumps of the curl lotion. Obviously gonna focus that mostly on my ends, work my way up here, kind of spread out the section. Make sure it's nice and coated. And then of course my handy dandy Tresemme heat protectant spray. And then I'm going to detangle with the Unbrush. With the RevAir, I know it uses less heat than a regular blow dryer, but I like to just be cautious. So I will always apply heat protectant to at least my ends. And then I really want to make sure that my roots are detangled well as well. And now I'm going to use my RevAir. I'm going to use it on suction level 7, high heat as usual. Used it for 60 seconds, combed it, and then I used it for 20 seconds. And then just to kind of keep this nice, we're just gonna put it in a loose twist, and then just do that all over my head with every single section. Now that I'm done, I've done all 12 sections, that same exact routine. Usually what I do at this stage is I will go and like rest my arms for like no more than an hour. Kind of gives my hair a little time to just kind of relax for being in the RevAir, and it gives my arms time to relax after, well, using the RevAir. So I will be back in an hour, and then we'll get into the flat ironing. Also, if you want to, you can re-grease your scalp like with sulfurate, which is what I typically use on my scalp. So when I'm spraying my hair with the water, before I put on my leave-in, what I'll do is I'll spray my scalp with water as well, and I'll apply some sulfurate to the areas I think I need it, which is mostly around my hairline here and kind of like on the sides. So don't forget to do that if you need it. But yeah, I'm gonna go rest my arms and then I'll be right back. So now I'm back and I'm just using this super old flat iron that I've had a couple of years now. It literally doesn't get much hotter than like 300 degrees. The last couple times I've done this, it didn't get much hotter than like 240. So I'm letting it cool down just a little bit, down to 240. I kind of dropped the temp down, but I'm still gonna use heat protectant. So I don't use very high heat with this at all. The whole point is to get hairstyle without like frying the living daylights out of my hair. It's at about 276. It's dropping down a little bit, 275. So we'll start with the bottoms here. We're gonna just start at the bottom like I did before. I'm gonna clip this up. You see how I have them in twists? We're gonna work each section of the twist separately. So we're not gonna flat iron this whole section. I'm gonna work one piece at a time. Got my heat protectant spray. We're just gonna do a light spray. Let that a little more, man. It's gonna let that dry just a little bit. Also going to recomb out this section here. And for this first pass, now I don't just do one pass. I know people usually don't do more than 1 or 2 passes, but I'm not like silk pressing my hair. We're just getting it to be just a little smoother. So this first pass, I'm not using my comb, I'm just using my fingers. In this first pass, I'm just bringing it down. We're just gonna get it nice and smooth. Obviously I'm not a pro, I don't straighten my hair very often, but just do one more pass with my comb here. Just kind of really smoothing it out. Do a quick pass. Alright, now it's nice and smooth. And then this part is just super easy. I'm just gonna now do the curling part. This part takes like a couple passes, but I'm just literally just curling it under. I'm not doing anything fancy. Just very light. You can see a little flip that it's giving me. Very light. You can go over it a few more times. You can use hotter heat if you want. I'm trying to not use super high heat on my hair. Next section. What I did to kind of get it to do more of a wave, I'm just gonna put it back in a twist. So what I'm doing is I'm taking each section and I'm twisting those. Twist, 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 twisting those, and then twisting them around each other. Probably like, this is obnoxious, but it worked last time, so I'm hoping it will work again. We're just gonna repeat that, all the sections on my head. We all know how hair is. Sometimes you can follow the exact same steps and that bad boy's gonna come out looking totally different. So we're keeping our fingers crossed right now. I'm hoping it'll come out, you know, in a nice light wave. Alrighty, so last section. Alrighty, let me unplug this. Alright, so we are done. We've flat ironed, lightly curled the ends, put them in twists, and now I'm going to allow my hair to rest. Every time I've done this, I let my hair rest for at least like an hour, hour and a half before I take them out. I want my hair to cool down. And the twist is gonna kind of add some of that waviness, I'm hoping. It's gonna add some of that waviness that you saw in the picture that I had. Last time I did this, it was just all random, like just experimenting and going off my gut feeling, and it ended up turning out to be a cute hairstyle. So I'm hoping that by retracing my steps, that we will recreate said hairstyle, but well, I guess we'll kind of see here in like an hour. But yeah, in an hour, I will be back and we will see what comes out of this. Usually my flat iron has been around the 240 range, but like I said, it's old, it's very temperamental, and it kind of like jumps back and forth. But I noticed that for most of the time that I was using it today, it was at more around like 290, and I was okay with that because my main concern is just not going above 300. I'm super paranoid about heat damage, and keeping it below 300 seems to have saved me in the heat damage department a couple of times now. So just so you know, if it's anywhere between 240 to 290, that's where the flat iron was while I was doing this. Just try to keep it under 300 if you can. So I'm back. I went and took a bath and did my makeup. For some reason, with this yellow and my hair pulled back in twist, I'm getting very much Belle from like Beauty and the Beast vibes right now, but let's take these down. Now, I will say, I'm not opposed to leaving these in. I kind of like this like twist, section twist kind of look, but that's not what we're here for. So we're just gonna start taking these bad boys out. See how it's got a little bit of a wave to it now? Then obviously the longer that you leave these in, probably the more defined they will be. But the last time I did this, I took these out same day to go to an event. Now I kind of do wish that I had split maybe this front one into two, because I feel like it was really thick compared to the other ones. We're just doing this really gentle, and I'm not going to separate them out from here. I'm literally just going to leave them sectioned how they're already sectioned. Last one. Alrighty, here it is. I'll get a little closer for you guys. You kind of see they're just got a slight wave to them. You can see how long it is. Holy cow. Turn around. And then just to finish it off, I do want to put some oil, especially on my ends. I'm going to use a lightweight oil, and I'm going in with the Flora and Curl Radiance oil? Yeah, Citrus Superfruit Radiance oil. So obviously we don't want a whole lot. It smells really good. So I have one squirt. I'm just gonna kind of lightly apply this to my ends here. Just smear a little bit on the tops. Clearly, this is not a hairstyle that's gonna last like multiple days. It's literally for like the day of, and if yours turns out a little bit more defined than mine, I might have a little bit of a wave the next day, but that's, you know, it's not meant to be like as long lasting as you would if you were doing like a wet set twist out on your hair. Whenever I blow dry or use heat on my hair to stretch it, it doesn't last more than just a few days. Clearly, I could always retwist, which I might probably do when I get home tonight. I wanna say it was probably a little bit more defined the last time I did this. We'll do a side by side, so I'll post the picture here of the last time I did it. Got contrasting colors. Last time we did pink, and this time we are all yellowed out. I even did some yellow eyeshadow. Which really is making my eyes look super green right now. I'm happy with it. I think it's a cute hairstyle. You know, you do once in a blue moon. I said that I wasn't going to apply heat to my hair for the rest of the year, but obviously I wanted to get this video filmed for you guys, so this will be the last time you see me put any heat on my hair for the last year, hopefully. I need to knock on wood. Let me know what you guys think down below. This was just an experimental hairstyle that I'm just recreating. Not everybody's gonna do things the same way, but of course, if you have any constructive criticism, or just let me know your thoughts and feelings down below. But don't forget to subscribe, keep blooming, and I'll see you guys in my next video.